You mean like while you're on the Oscar campaign, the Grammy campaign, preparing to direct? It's a shame you're not ambitious.
All right, what do we tell him?
A lie.
There's $1.4 million in this bucket.
What the hell going on? Ain't supposed to be a madhouse?
Hi, you guys. Such an honor to be with you. I missed you at the One Battle After Another, a junket in Mexico.
I know. We were stuck in London. We couldn't get out.
Yeah, I shed a little tears, but it's okay.
So
I wore the sneakers, but we're here now. We're here now, and I just wanted to congratulate you on your award. Thank you for everything that you do, everything that you stand for. Yeah, you're just a star. We love you. We love you. I'm curious, how did you celebrate after that win?
I went to Raising Cane's.
Oh.
Got some chicken, and I went to bed. I was so tired.
Fun.
I went to bed.
Did you get that garlic bread?
I did. I mean, you know, that come with it.
Yeah.
That
I
big
mean,
piece
I
of
don't
toast
like
is
it.
gonna come
I
with
switched it out, so that's why I asked.
Really?
I'm not a fan.
No, like the little big Texas toast. Sometimes you gotta just plop the chicken right on top of that baby. Roll roll it around the chicken and just.
There's a Raising Cane's in LA.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Every corner now.
What?
What?
It's Burbank.
You know what's crazy? When I left out of the Raising Cane's, guess what billboard was up there? The rib.
Oh, really?
I'm like, oh, this is just, look at that. Would you look at that?
Nice. And nice segue to bring it back to the movie. Okay.
That's the pro.
You guys also made history with this film, or are making history with this film with Artist Equity and the deal you negotiated with Netflix. Can we talk about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here now. Great. Can you guys talk about what that deal is and how huge that is?
Like the whole business changing, things are different. Streaming's kind of becoming, emerging now, becoming really ascendant. And, it's not a secret that the whole business has been struggling with trying to figure out compensation models that are fair. And to us, there is, anytime you want to make a movie or a show or anything, you're asking people for investment, right? And investment is their money. So they're not going to do that if they think, well, we're going to lose that money. And, when you want to do something a little different or take a risk or that isn't a sequel or isn't, that's always going to be viewed as more risky. So in the hopes of trying to take more chances to let people bet on themselves and say, look, okay, we'll take a little bit less. We want to win in the upside. We'll lower your risk, but you've got to share in success with us. We believe that you first had to establish that, because Hollywood is unfortunately has a history of people getting back end that didn't pay out and that kind of thing. So we had to establish. So nobody of the crew and we took any cuts, but we did want to say, hey, look, these bonuses are there as well in success. Also because it's the crew is really just as important. This is a collaborative art form. This unlike any other. You can write a book, you can write something, you can sing, you can paint, sculpt, whatever. You cannot do this alone. And you need people, and you need people who are great at what they do. And it's also just basic fairness, right? You want to feel like if we're successful, I'm gonna have a part of that. It's a way of acknowledging everybody, and that's what we're trying to. But in order for those to pay off, just to be clear, it does have to be successful.
And it will be.
There you go.
And it will be, God willing. Teyana, would you adopt this process? I know you're directing your first feature film. Is this something that you would adopt for your film as well?
Absolutely. I always tell everybody, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm going to soak up everything.
Okay.
And I think being able to be on these sets with such amazing people really is one big masterclass for me, and to do one battle and do the rip, that back-to-back was leaving one class and going to another. You know what I'm saying? So that is shaping me, into who I will become as a director myself as I, prepare for my first feature film. So I got a bag full of shit.
What's the biggest thing that you've taken from Joe and from PTA that you're going to apply as a director?
I mean, the leadership and having fun with it, Paul is a great leader. He's one of them leaders that's he gets off his high horse and he's in the battlefield with you. You running, you turn around, you see your leader right there, running right with you. That's it. I become a warrior.
I saw the way you shook him too. That was a warrior shake.
You gotta shake him up. Let's go. That's me. I can't even. Because I always look at it I'm gonna always show up and show out for my people, especially my team, because in these moments and in these movies, we have to wear the same color jersey. You get what I'm saying? We all got a game to win. And when we're getting to these last shots of the movie, it's this is the championship. You feel what I'm saying? And we got things to do. We're all here for one reason, So that's the mindset that I have. So when I see us winning off all of the hard work that is put in, yes, I'm always happy because it literally, it costs absolutely nothing to clap for your people. It costs nothing.
I was saying before, like, we were on a break shooting this movie. Obviously, One Battle hadn't come out, and I saw Teyana on FaceTime. You know, we're standing around with Paul, and I went over, said hi to him, and I saw how he was looking at Teyana on that call, and I was like, oh, I bet she's good in that movie, because that's the look on your face where you're grateful. Like, this fucking girl is killing it in my movie. And I was like, okay, how'd that go? You know.
And look how well it did.
Yeah.
Wow. So your instincts were correct.
I guess, yeah. One hard.
And I love hearing when people are like, oh yeah, I had to make a call over to PTA. You didn't tell me, but I got the word that you made a call. Like, how is she to work with? You know, and it was 10 out of 10. And that's always a good thing to feel, because that's behind my back. You know what I'm saying? Behind
the
my
good
back.
behind your back, yeah.
People call, I mean, he is, and I see why now. He is your biggest fan. He was like, this girl's amazing. She'd do anything. She's a genius. This is the toughest, most rigorous, like, guys I admire. He doesn't fuck around at all, and he won't lie. And that was kind of, oh, wow, okay, like,
it's a
I was
private
kind of
phone
jealous.
call,
And
too.
shit. I was like, wait a minute, do you like me?
How do you feel about preparing for your first time hosting SNL this weekend? I know that.
Are you doing every?
I'm like, she won't get off our necks, you guys. So I know you've hosted SNL 5 times.
I have done it, 5 times.
You've done 2?
A couple times.
A couple times? Do you guys have any advice for her first time hosting?
I mean, what you mean, like while you're on the Oscar campaign, the Grammy campaign, preparing to direct?
The cover
And
came out.
going to
Did you see the
culinary
Vanity Fair
school.
cover that came out
And,
today?
I mean,
It's a shame you're not ambitious. I don't have any of it. I have no idea how to do all that. I just am in awe of it. SNL, though, I mean, the thing I did was like trust the writers, rely on it, and it's sort of the same lesson like you talk about when you have fun. Like the more the people enjoy it, I think, and they're in on it, having a good time, the audience likes it.
yeah,
you know?
really have fun and don't try to memorize anything. You always read the cue cards.
I spoke to Maya. She told me the same thing.
Yes.
She's just like
one of the greats.
If you've ever seen me on that show, I'm like this, just reading, like, literally.
But by the way, everyone gets self-conscious, but you have to do that. But it's changing it all the time, and
the lines are
fine.
constantly changing. There's no way you can memorize it, and you know, it's the cue card thing. They have it down. They're very, very
But
good
you
at
can
it.
always tell when people are having fun on the show. You know, like having a good time, and like, you know, it's going to be a little crazy, a little something messy is going to happen, and I think people like to see that. You know, like to see people having a good time up there, and you know, I'm sure they told you how like the woman from every sketch, like the lights go out, she grabs your hand, they pull you, they put the stuff on you. It's like it's like being in a machine where they dress
you. get stripped down, and 4 people dress you, and they push you back out, and you just run.
And the lights come up and it's live.
Steven, you have a sketch comedy background as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for?
Oh my
for
God!
this
I mean,
SNL?
I memorized, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. You're gonna kill it. It's gonna be amazing.
Thank you. No, my memory shot. So to have the cue card, and I got contacts.
Yeah.
I said, I ain't about to be playing around with the glasses.
No,
I
keep the
can't
context, but
yeah.
keep the glasses ready.
I'm gonna keep
and
them
if
ready.
the contacts come out, don't give a fuck. Just like I'm putting the glasses.
Exactly.
Like we presented the
Exactly.
thing, like, fuck this.
Do you guys have an SNL story that like no one knows about, where maybe everything was going wrong or right, or you just winged it?
Gosh, I mean, I had a lot of fun. I had a sketch where I just broke down laughing, you know, and actually one of my favorite ones. I nothing too crazy, except that like, you know, I definitely like these are people that are really good at what they're doing, and you want to just kind of lift it, you know, ride on top. And that's how it's built to do. People that want to come in, unless you're like a super pro stand-up comic, you're like Chappelle or something, and you're like, I have my whole thing, and that's different. But if you're, you know, you're performing, you're an actor, you like come in and let them carry you, and then you're putting the sauce on it. You don't have to make the whole meal. You know?
And I know you have special nicknames for your cast, one bite after another. You call Leo Pops. You call Paul Thomas Anderson, Paul, let him cook, Thomas Anderson. Do you have nicknames for each of the gentlemen sitting here?
Little Ben, little Matt, little Tee. Oh, we the Lils over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Lil sounds like you could rap.
Like a little
Is
crew.
that something you
That?
can you rap? Can you freestyle?
That's next year.
I gotta. You gotta
I'm getting ahead of myself.
L-I-L. We not the L-I-T-T-L-E.
Got it.
We ain't little.
Got it.
These are
like
big
Wayne.
dogs.
You know what I mean?
But we just like Lil. We Lil Ben, Lil Matt, Lil Steve. You know what I'm
When
saying?
Teyana got a little window in the schedule, she's gonna let us know. We're gonna play the act out as soon as she's got a free minute.
I love that. Steven and Ben, and you guys have a movie that you're working on that's
I
coming out.
directed a movie that we shot that Steven's in. He's great after this movie, and it'll be out next year.
He
This year.
directed?
I directed. Yeah.
So how different was it working together instead of being scene partners, like from director to actor?
I mean, well, Ben was carrying the whole thing. I mean, he was in it, he was directing it, writing it, and I think what was great was this, he really brought in a collaborative environment of like, please, like, come in and put yourself into this as much as you can. And so, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's just I find that approach just helps my movie, you know, because it's like how I feel as an actor when somebody's, oh, okay, you tried that? That's good. Like, listen, is open to it. They don't have to say yes to everything. Be like, no, that doesn't work. Or no, they'll try that. But you just get better stuff. You know, you get good actors. It's like, why would you want to limit them?
When people are auditioning, what would you guys say is the biggest mistake that you see actors make?
I actually have a good answer for this because I think we talked about it. Now being on the other side of the table and watching auditions, people not being off book is...
What does that mean?
I mean,
You
people
haven't
reading.
memorized it.
If they haven't memorized the scene and they're just reading, versus the actors who come in and they've got the scene completely dialed and they're trying different things in different takes and they're really locked in and listening to the person that they're in the scene with, versus this, like, I told you, but and another thing I wanted to tell you, and another, you know, and it's just, there's nothing.
I've never seen anyone get a job who was doing it.
And I've done that hundreds of
myself,
times.
yeah.
I'm sure, like over the, you know, when we were starting out, because sometimes they give you the pages before, minute
right
before you
before
walk
you
in.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do, but if you have the time, I mean, especially nowadays, my nephew's an actor. Like, I'm watching him kind of go through it, and now you know, people put themselves on tape. Like, we used to have to show up, go into the room and do it. Now you're in control of like what you're going to send in. Don't send it in unless you learn the scene. You have time. You're at your house.
Probably like a teleprompter.
Yeah, do whatever you have to do to do it, but understand what the scene's about, understand how it relates to your life and the kind of angle of attack that you have on it that feels real.
And take a minute to think about like a choice for the scene that everybody else might not do. I find that almost just because it's different, you watch 15 people do the same thing, and then someone comes in and does it completely differently, even if actually at the end of the day it's like, oh, it's kind of 50-50, it's always more impressive to see that.
I think you're also touching these days, especially like there's less and less of a precedent of what you should deem as truth or not. And I think that's what's an interesting time right now is like, I think a lot of mistake that people make when they audition is they chase a performance that they've seen before. It's how you reflect off the scene and like what you bring to it. But that requires not just craft in the performance of doing that action, it's also like a life thing of, am I moving through life in a way that's like on rails of things that I've seen, or am I kind of moving through it naturally? And I think cinema these days are asking for something a little bit more raw. And that's not to say like completely unchecked, it's more to say like, can you experience that live? Can you experience what the thing is asking you to experience live? And I think if you can come at an audition in that way, it will feel very fresh and do the things that you guys are asking, which is like subvert something or be completely unseen before.
I think it's harder to do a self-tape.
I agree.
There's no direction. I want a workshop. Tell me where I went wrong. I need you to be a little bit more like this, a little bit more like that, and then I can get rid of the paper. But the self-tape, I can't stand a self-tape.
I get it.
Do you have to audition? Did you audition for this film?
No.
Period.
Dang, what do I want to say here?
Like, you'd be lying.
When's the last time y'all have auditioned?
You know, it's like there are things like with come meet or chemistry. It's like, look, at a certain point I get it. A lot of actors are like, listen, I've been doing this for a long time, or all these plays, like I'm an actor, I can do this. That's not the question, and it's true. Mostly the question is, how do you line up with this other person?
Exactly.
So, and I'm totally willing to come in, sit down, meet, let the director see, have a conversation, like, see that I'm excited about doing it one way or another. Or, like Teyana says, there's nothing more powerful to a director than when you sit down, especially with somebody who's like Teyana, who's like powerful and impressive, and then you see that they're willing to also be collaborative. That gets, I think, directors really excited. You know.
Has there been a situation where you didn't get that role?
There's a million parts I haven't gotten.
Oh my God, that was the whole first 10 years of our acting career.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of
But not as
Humiliation
of
and
recent.
rejection. No, not as
Yeah.
recently.
No, if
Okay.
somebody calls you at this point, like, I mean, we're 35 years into this career, like, they're calling you because they want you. There are plenty of people who I'm sure just don't call us.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But
Those are the parts you don't get.
Those are the parts you don't
off.
get.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
You know.
right,
Pretty
right.
much saying,
Yeah.
this is still Big Matt, you know, not the little one. In
Period.
this case, you feel me? It's just like nobody's calling Ben or Matt and saying, "Hey, would you like to read for
Audition?
this part?" You probably get a click.
Is there a role that you want? Like I selfishly really, really want to see you as a superhero in the Marvel universe.
I want to be a superhero,
Especially
But
with Ryan
I want to do
Coogler.
like a rom-com. Like I love Julia Roberts, so
I know.
I'm like
Big
very.
mistake. Huge. One of my favorite movies.
Yes,
too.
that's me. I want like a rom-com, so
Like
that
the
or
kind
like
where it ends happily, or when that's that you want to see that like meet, almost
Yes.
lose, get back together kind of
yes,
classic version.
but then I also want to be
I'm
like a
thinking
part
about
of
what
like
you're
Yeah.
meet, I'm also thinking like a Meet the Fockers, like because I'm actually really really funny. I think my SNL skit is gonna launch my like comedic career.
Yeah, you need more launching.
Who'd be the ideal leading man for a rom-com?
Sorry.
Who are you gonna say? Who are you gonna say?
I'm trying to
first?
nominate myself.
Actually, I was like, that'd be great.
Thank you for that. See, we are still actors. We need to be flattered and lied to.
We long for it. Yeah.
We long.
No, I'd actually like to know who would you, if you could. I mean, the person you really want to do it with, you probably won't say. But is there somebody who you're like, oh, I'd like to do a romantic comedy with them?
You know what's crazy? I haven't thought about it. And to your point, I'm such a busybody. I just be wanting to do stuff, and I don't even think I really all
Like,
of
I haven't thought that far.
Yeah, like I haven't gotten that far because I'm like, a part of me want to be a superhero, but then a part of me like, I want a rom-com. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
you're all set. You're gonna get to do all those things. You don't have to do them all at once. It's all right there for you.
What would you guys say that Joe taught you that has nothing to do with filmmaking?
You know, so we were talking earlier about like he definitely brings this, like he really will carry the movie. Like he brings all the energy and all the tone and does a lot of the. Because I think a director's job is ultimately to build and create the tone, right? And that's something that's invented essentially. And he kind of makes really clear, like on the set all the time through music and through his own energy, what he wants it to kind of feel like. And that's helpful. Like he's doing a lot of your job for you, I think, like that.
Yeah, it seemed like he has a general, like, real excitement for the types of stories he wants to tell, and so hearing his enthusiasm over like a lot of the stunts and stuff like that. That's always a good time. Yeah.
Are you given freedom to do improv? I know you have a strong improv background. Like, is that something that you were able to do throughout this film?
I think there were some moments we improvised here and there. The character I play, he's kind of sitting in an interesting cut of. He's holding a lot of.
I'm like, careful.
Yeah. So I didn't feel as free in that sense, but
I
yeah.
think there was a lot of improv actually.
was a
in
lot
the
of
movie,
improv.
like pretty general. I mean, you guys in the end scene did a lot of that, and I feel like Teyana basically improvised her whole part. That was kinda like I never knew what she was gonna say, which is great. I mean, it's kind of like what you want, you know. So it feels scripted and repetitive. It starts to feel artificial, I think.
But being a director, is that something that you encourage? Because I know, like, for Shonda Rhimes, she doesn't play that. Like, she's like, you need to say the script exactly how I wrote it, and I think it's obviously worked
Some
for
directors
her.
and writers are like that. Like, I think it depends. There's times where, you need to have certain information gets delivered in a certain way, sure.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like as coming from an actor and becoming a director, to me, the hardest thing is to get relaxed, to be comfortable, to be at ease, to feel safe, to feel like you can make a mistake, you can be bad, it's like in the movie. And in order to do that, ideally, you feel like you can say whatever you want. And you're not second guessing yourself, and you're not,
As long as you know what the scene's about, like that's always the approach we took as writers. Even
Okay.
before he started directing, we would say to actors we were working with when we were the writers, if it's not coming out, if it doesn't feel like it should come out of you, then that this is what the scene's about. So then say what you feel. And if you're working with great actors, if you have Teyana, for instance, she's gonna mix it up, but it's always the right energy, it's the right vibe, it's the right idea.
Okay.
It doesn't. The words are much less important. Or like I remember doing like Minnie Driver. If you have really good actors, like you want them to have the freedom to be able to express the thoughts, as naturally as they can.
The scene where you're trying to get the answer from him and see what the number actually was, I feel like there's such a specific tension that comes from being in a room with someone that you love so much but don't know if you can trust?
Hey, phones.
What?
I don't want anybody calling out. Give me your phones. Pass them up. Hand your phone.
What are you doing?
Hand your phone up.
Take me into like the actor's mind for a scene like that. Like, are you pulling from your real friendship with Matt? Or like, how does that work?
In that particular scene where he basically ends up saying, I don't trust you right now, and that's a fucking problem. Like, I give him absolutely nothing in the scene by design, but what was coming at me was him like really saying, because the scene is about, takes me into the other room, it's like, okay, what's really going on? Like, what is really, and I'm not giving him anything, and that is weird, right?
That's the
and
biggest
that is
betrayal,
like, and so it's like, when I'm not saying anything, it's like making him, it's making him angrier, you know, and so the scene, so I really like that dynamic, and that felt very real, like a thought exercise. What if he needed something from me, and for some reason I was not forthcoming? Like, that would be a weird fucking thing.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like your best friend or whoever for it's one thing to lie to somebody and try. It's another thing to just kind of go limp.
Yeah.
And then you're like, it almost sort of takes the wind out of you. You don't even. It's like.
It's like, who are you right now?
Like,
yeah.
This is how where you can't even believe it. Like, it doesn't even merit being like, hey, I thought we were friends. It's just like, it never occurred to me in a million years that you would do me like this. You know.
Whew, triggering. So I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Such an incredible film.
Thanks so
and
much.
just
Thank
rooting
you.
for everything that you guys do.
Thank you.
And I'll be in the comments.
Appreciate
Of
you.
Thanks a
course.
lot.
Have a
Thanks
good
a lot.
one.
I don't trust you right now, and that's a problem.